Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I want to take a minute and follow up with another video on the Pixel 3. Now I've had this phone since launch and it has just been absolutely fantastic to use. The software on it is one of the best features, I would say. It does not have all the features of Android like Face Unlock and things like that, but it does pretty much check a lot of boxes. The Pixel 3, the smaller version of it, is definitely my favorite of the two. But that's not to say the Pixel 3 XL is a bad phone. But I just feel like this design of this phone is just a really good looking version of a Pixel device. And I think that software updates can help. Now this phone hasn't gotten any software updates since the last security patch, but it's on the latest security patch. So we're heading into January, and I'm hoping that they keep this flow going. I think Google guarantees about 3 years of updates. I really wish they would stretch that to about 5, because these phones that come out are not bad Android phones. They just, if you stop updating them, customers kind of miss out. So giving the phones the latest updates is definitely important, and that's something that Google has been good at. I just wish they would stretch theirs out at least 5 years like Apple phones are. There are phones that come out in Apple 5 years ago and they're still running the latest software, and that is where this phone needs to be. I think Google should definitely push forward to doing that. Now, my experience with the Google Pixel 3 has been not bad. It's actually been pretty good. This is actually one of my top phones that I have. And I have pretty much all the latest flagships that are released in the US. I have to stress that in the US. I do plan on picking up the Mate 20X. I'm still just kind of waiting, deciding. Shout out to Kimmy. She told me I need to grab it. I will grab it. Just kind of waiting things around. Might wait until after I come back from CES. But overall, the Pixel 3 performance on it is really fast. I don't have any kind of crashes, bugs, nothing. I don't experience any of that. This phone gets used every day. This is one of my main phone numbers that I need. So I get a lot of phone calls on it. It's also hooked to the Google Hub. It's all connected together. So I use this phone a lot, like tons of phone calls. It gets a lot of emails and everything too. But overall, I just pretty much use it for phone calls, emails, texts, and things like that. A few texts, but predominantly thousands of minutes talked on this phone. And obviously I have unlimited minutes, but I just use this phone a lot for phone calls. And reception has been one of the high points of using Project Fi. Now, Project Fi uses 3 different carrier towers, and I've done plenty of videos on it. It's just absolutely great. That is where I use the Google Pixel 3. Now it is unlocked, obviously, and I can use it on other carriers, but I choose to use this phone for Project Fi because the service on Project Fi is just fantastic. I have no issues at all. But the phone overall, how's it been? It's been a Pixel. You get stock Android. And yeah, like I said before, they could add facial recognition. Why they don't have facial recognition, I don't know. But and why they don't have 60 frames per second recording, I don't know. There'll be a lot of people that jump in the comments and give me this reason as to why, probably, or there'll be a few people that might jump in and say, well, Jay, this is why. But unless it's coming from Google, I don't, I respect your opinion, and unless it's a Google source behind that, what am I supposed to do with it? So I hope that they bring 60 frames per second recording to the Google Pixel 3. I don't know why they haven't done that. In the facial recognition, that's not something that can't be done. They could just be put into the software and like every other Android phone, just use the front cameras. It's all possible. But when you have phones like this, the Mi 8 Pro, which is half the cost of the Pixel, you got to wonder. I mean, these cameras are great. It has the facial recognition that can be turned on. I think if you switch to the India version, India region, you can turn on the facial recognition, but it has the in-screen fingerprint reader. That's just great. And you've got phones like this that are challenging other phones. And yeah, it's not stock Android, but it has a lot of features baked in with gestures. The cameras are on point. There's just a lot to like about phones like that. And you have other phones like the Pixel that are selling for 2 times the cost, and it's missing a few things. Now, the audio recording that comes from the Pixel for videos, that is an old horse. I think Google did address that and say that, there's nothing wrong with it. That's the way it's supposed to sound. But, reality is it doesn't sound good. And that's just the truth. So, the Google Pixel 3 is a great phone. You know, I've talked about it with this. I've been using this since launch, like I said, like literally daily uses, and you know, it's one of those phones that you highly want to recommend, but it's a hard sale if it's not on sale. So $600 for this phone obviously is a killer deal. You know, $599. I think it dropped down to $599 at one point. And there's also some codes that I'll link down below to where you can grab yours for a discount. So if you're thinking about buying the Pixel, you can get $100 off. So hit that link down below, and you'll be able to grab your Pixel for $100 off, and you save some money. So, and $150 off of the Pixel 3 XL, I believe. So just look in the description and you'll see those links. I'll probably try to post it in a comment and pin it to the top of this video if I remember. But the Pixel 3 is hotness, man. I like the uniformity of this phone. I just like everything about it. I think the screen is awesome. The speakers are ridiculous. You know, it's just the one for me. You know, so you know, once again, shout out to Google for sending it over. You know, and you know, it's just a fantastic device, man. It's the only thing, it's a hard sale when it comes to that price, because people don't want to pay it when you've got phones that are close in price, like the Note. You know, and it's technically software wise offering more, but that doesn't mean it's a better phone. You know, to some people, you know, the best phone is in the eyes of the person holding it. So there's people that still use the V10, the V20, and that's the best phone they ever had. Can't knock them for it. So that's your man Jay Will. Quick updated discussion video. The Pixel 3 is doing fantastic, man. I don't have any complaints about this phone at all. There's absolutely nothing going on with this phone that I dislike, really. So wanted to give you an updated video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.